All right. You didn't give us any details about all the budget cuts, but that's all right. You're forgiven.
Try to avoid the...
Yeah, I've noticed that you... That's okay. Now we have, I think, Madeleine to say a few words about the way forward. The future, whatever you want.
Yes. So, first of all, before I forget, you have evaluation forms on your table. So after listening to me, I would like you to dedicate 1 or 2 minutes to say what you think about this day. Now, I said that. I did not prepare a Pecha Kucha this year because I'm very nervous when I'm in front of people and extremely nervous with Pecha Kucha. So I will try now to be less nervous and try to focus on what I'm supposed to say and not on the 20 seconds which you have when you have a Pecha Kucha presentation. And I would also like to go back to the interesting cloud we did this morning to look at it. And this was for you who were not participating, this was kind of a brainstorming activity in the morning. When we see the 17 development goals, what do we see just by the mere picture? And everyone got to write 2 nouns, and this was what was come out of 5 minutes brainstorming and compilation. And this is a very interesting selection of nouns because some of them I think are quite interesting and where I feel that SIANI is doing some work and can do more, of course. We have the communication, the interconnectiveness, the coordination, great possibilities. We have local and global focus. We are quite ambitious. And so I think this is a nice way of looking at this, and maybe we can also see how we can more use this cloud when we further develop SIANI. SIANI 2016 meeting we put the title of a meeting for the new goal number 2. We focus on number 2. We think that's rather ambitious. We know it's really ambitious because we are talking about eradication of hunger and zero hunger by 2030. So this was also the title of our day today. We have trying, I think, all through our SIANI meetings, we have been following the Sustainable Development Agenda. And we have been discussing it. Annika Söder came and presented the agenda. Last year we had it in the discussion as well. Where are we heading? What are happening? And now we actually are here. It's the first day of implementation. So can SIANI contribute to the implementation? Yes, I hope so. SIANI we have actually developed, thanks to all of your contribution. We are now quite recognized in Sweden. People can come to our webpage and find information about issues related to food security, sustainable agriculture, and nutrition. We are also pretty nicely organized. We have good collaboration with SLU and the Gothenburg and all the experts groups. So it's a totally different platform than we had some years ago when we met here. It's quite nice. And we doubled our memberships. And within this work these years, we have also created a kind of nice spirit of working together. And it was seen it was mentioned that there were so many Swedes in Durban, but it also, because of preparing before going to some conferences, we contact with each other and see how we are presented, and we make sure that if SLU has a stand, we can also feed in with our material, be visible, or if SIANI has, we bring in what comes in from the other networks. So we are quite visible, and that was also noticed in Paris when we were there. We had a nice stand, it was very frequently visited, and we had nice discussion. So we are our presence is there, and we can contribute to the dialogues. 2015 was a challenging year. It was an interesting development year. We had this now, the promise. We have a goal on zero hunger. We have also a big step forward, yet maybe not so visible, but we have the climate agreement where agriculture is now in the preamble. But more important, it is on all the but 60% of the national strategies mention agriculture in mitigation and as many almost in adaptation. So agriculture are there on the national plans, and it's very important also that this comes through, and it's nice to see that it comes together. In Sweden, we worked also, I think there is a more importance giving now to soil, what's happening to the soil, and that we really have to care for the soils. And we have contributed in Sweden to that dialogue quite essentially. I would like to thank people from Korsella, because they were not mentioned here, but we had very nice collaboration with Korsella on this topic in Sweden. And knowledge from what happened in Sweden was brought forward into the EU, into FIO from the SIANI network. Great. But we haven't mentioned, not during today, which is one of the major challenges, and we call it the Syrian exodus. And it is a tragedy that is going on. It's about food security in reality time, but it also a situation that has been caused by increasing food prices, political instability, and whatever. And this is a reality that is more visible than it has ever been, and not least because we are also in Sweden receiving many people coming from this region that can also be integrated into the SIANI network. We have someone here, we have all people coming, and we are trying to, this knowledge that our new Swedes bring with them is very important also for development of our own work, which we have seen in Gothenburg. Nice. SDGs, as mentioned, not only one goal, 17, all interlinked, and we have mentioned that all through the day. Everyone here is needed, everyone can contribute, and we are not intending to leave anyone behind. I think as a platform in Sweden, we are quite ready to take on and to continue to work towards this multi-sectoral and multidisciplinary approach to finding solutions, identifying new gaps. And now, very nicely, we have also, we're not only doing it now, we're looking to the future. So we want to have a young generation taking over after some of us. And I think it's very promising that we now have very nice collaboration, first with SLU, but we'll continue to have the universities and other youth organizations, because they are interested in us. 2016, you can meet us at the themes, working from SLU and in Gothenburg, at the expert groups, and at the website. The work we'll be doing will be evaluated we'll start in March, I think, no. The evaluation report will be ready in the end of March, so it starts February. And some of you might be contacted through surveys and other interviews, and we hope that you can set aside some time and contribute to that evaluation. The topics, besides what has come out today, that we know that we will continue to work on is always we will continue to work with nutrition. And happily, this year is the International Year of Pulses, so I think it links very nicely into nutrition. So it's very exciting. We can see what we can do with that and bring forward to the importance of pulses in all kinds of diet, for the soils, etc. We will also continue to involve our younger generations and make SIANI comprehensive for our younger members. And we look at land rights issues, continue to be an important topic. And also in international, we will try to look at AMR, which is a big issues for the Swedish government, and it's linked to what we eat, the animals, and our health. It's very important. Water also. It's very goes across the sectors. And you can meet us at Almedalen. We will have seminars, hopefully in Malmö, Gothenburg, maybe Umeå. Is that planned? Maybe. Well, I have a supporter for Umeå at least now, so it's the weekend. And World Water Week. So yes, let us continue to stay connected. Let us continue to exchange information. You can use this platform and make it useful for your purposes and share your information with us. And let us also communicate in a way that we understand each other, make it easy, and the way that the students has brought attention to us. And yeah, I think with this, I'm quite confident that we have a nice network that is pretty ready to take on some more challenges. Maybe not the biggest one, but we are ready. Anyhow, thank you.
I'm not going to attempt to sum up the day. It says so in the program, but I don't think the so diverse and important group needs to be summed up. But I'd like to share with you an anecdote, something that happened to me yesterday. I've been associated with SIANI since 2009, when we are hosted, as many of you already know, by the Stockholm Environment Institute, SEI, which in the early years we used, they give us space and they take care of administrative things, but we also were exploiting their contact networks very much in the beginning to get invited to the climate negotiations, the COP meetings, and all kinds of international fora to promote our concerns and our issues. Yesterday, I was at a meeting, a gender reporting meeting at CETA, and I had my little name tag on, and it said SEI. And one of the people came up and said, "Oh, are you at SEI? Isn't that the one at SIANI?" Thank you very much. That's the happiest thing I've heard in a long time. So now I hope that you'll all stay for a very pleasant mingle, and we're having entertainment by a rush over there, okay, for a boys' choir. And I thank you all very much for contributing to our best members meeting yet. Thank you.